The cancel culture around Harry Potter is just so incredibly crazy that they're not even going to be able to get the actors to do a reunion for a new possible installment because of their just derangement about J.K. Rowling believing that a man is a man and a woman is a woman. That's how off the rails Hollywood has gone. That's how crazy all of this has transpired. If you've not been following all the drama with everything Harry Potter over the last couple of months, it's gotten escalated once again as the people over on Blue Sky really are just trying to ensure that nothing Harry Potter ever exists. It's a big scorched earth tactic, and that's exactly what's going on here. This is par for the course for the publishing industry, for Hollywood, and for entertainment, and that's exactly why we cover everything here, my friends. So please hit the like and subscribe button. This is your real fantasy news, which you won't get reported anywhere else. I really appreciate you guys for being here and checking things out. If you like Harry Potter, you're going to enjoy my YA steampunk series. It's called For Steam and Country. It begins the adventures of Baron von Monocle. It's a 6-book series, and it is an airship adventure, swashbuckling, lots of fun. And they fight monsters, they quest, they end up in a brutal war that threatens to, of course, destroy their entire homeland. Very patriotic, very good, and, of course, suitable for all ages. So check this out. It is available in the description below. Grab all 6, guys, and like I said, it's on audiobook. If you got Audible credits at the beginning of the month, it's a great time to check this out. Support some great fiction today. It's in the description below, and I really appreciate you guys being here. All right, so getting into this news, like I said, Harry Potter, the cancel culture surrounding it is so heavy, and a lot of people don't even report it. In fact, it's getting to the point where it's so expected now that people don't click on it very often, which makes it tough to report on. Earlier this year, we had a board game company get absolutely savaged because they were releasing a Harry Potter themed board game of a game called Codenames, which is a very fun game, and the Blue Sky Mafia went after them, demanded they cancel the game, and eventually the company caved and said they're going to donate all the profits of that game to trans rights causes. Yes, please clap, everybody. It was not enough for them. They, in fact, got harassed even further after that with people trying to get them to get their distributors and get the agents who were responsible for licensing harassed as well. They're trying to get the names and numbers of those people so that they could further go down the chain and just ruin anybody associated with Harry Potter. It's pretty crazy for a fantasy series that is just something all ages that pretty much everybody's seen, that everybody's seen these movies. But this is how far they're willing to go. Everybody says, this is the new thing. Cancel culture is dead. Woke is dead in 2025. It's not. These people are seething more than ever. They're more dangerous than ever. They're just kind of cordoned off in their little Blue Sky spot, and you're not seeing it anymore because of a few reasons. One, there's that, and two, the algorithms of social media sites have changed, so they're trying to not promote that content anymore. They're trying to not promote that content anymore because they believe that it influenced the election last year. They are suppressing it on the user end, so you don't see this kind of stuff. It's very important to get on newsletters and the like of things like authors like myself, so I don't lose you for that exact reason. But there's more than that. A voice actress who was part of a Harry Potter audio drama production that was being done got canceled herself. She got slammed and got harassed on Blue Sky and ended up giving an apology for simply voice acting a fantasy character. This is how wild it is at this point. And now you're not going to be able to get any Harry Potter and the Cursed Child film adaptation because, of course, of the politics. And this is the response that was given after that when this director said this. Christopher Columbus, who directed the first 2 Harry Potter films, produced the third one, said that an adaptation of the stage play Harry Potter and the Cursed Child can't happen due to J.K. Rowling's politics. Absolutely crazy. But blacklisting in Hollywood is real. This is exactly what happens. They try to make it so their agenda is everything, and that's exactly why Hollywood can't produce good films anymore. It's really sad. In 2021, he spoke to The Hollywood Reporter about his desire to do an adaptation. He told the outlet, a version of Cursed Child with Dan, Rupert, and Emma, and those are all the people at the right age, it's cinematic bliss, and that's exactly what could happen now. If you're a film or a cinephile, it's kind of like what J.J. Abrams did with Star Wars. Star Wars really started to be great again after he made made the film, and we all had the original cast back. There's no question, if you're a Star Wars fan, you were moved just by seeing them on screen. Seeing Harrison Ford as Han Solo again and Chewie, it was very moving, except for they did a terrible job of the plot. But hey, let's ignore that. But yeah, it was nice. The idea of having Han Solo back would have been nice if they didn't denigrate the character. And I'm not going to go off on that rant today, guys. I promise. I'm sorry. It's been done enough. I do think that same situation exists for Harry Potter fans. To be able to actually see those adult actors now back in these roles, it would be amazingly fun to make that film or 2 films. Yeah, I agree. However, in a recent interview with the Times UK, he did not believe it's possible because of J.K. Rowling's politics. And here he goes. Here's the cancel culture. He explained it's never going to happen. It's gotten so complicated with all the political stuff. Everyone in the cast has their own opinion, which is different from her opinion. It makes it impossible. And this is the thing. These people they want you dead. They cannot coexist. As much as they claim diversity and inclusivity, they'll never even look at your work or anything like that. They will never allow you into Hollywood, never allow you to get films made or anything like that, because they want to make their little virtue signaling nonsense 100% of the time. I'm blacklisted from the mainstream publishing industry just for doing YouTube videos like this, despite the fact that I outsell 99% of authors. That's the case right now. It's crazy. Now, J.K. Rowling is big enough that Harry Potter is such a cultural staple that obviously HBO Max knows that there's a profit motive that is undeniable, that they have to do something like that, because it's silly. It doesn't even make sense. Like, the movies were so good and so close to the books, you don't really need a new adaptation of Harry Potter, let's be honest, right? But because they know that it makes so much money, they're doing it anyway, right? So that's what they're doing in this level. So he says, I haven't spoken to Miss Rowling in a decade or so. I have no idea what's going on with her, but I do keep very close contact with Daniel Radcliffe, and I just spoke to him a few days ago. I have a great relationship with all the kids in the cast. Rowling appeared to respond to his comments along with another post in X. She wrote, as another man who once worked with me declares himself saddened by my beliefs in gender and sex, it's objective science, it's not belief, I thought it might be useful to compile a list for handy reference. Which of the following do you imagine makes actors and directors who aren't involved with HBO Harry Potter reboot so miserable? 1, is it my belief that women and girls should make their own public changing rooms and bathrooms, have their own? That women should retain female-only rape crisis centers? That men don't belong in women's sports? That female prisoners shouldn't be incarcerated with violent men and male sex offenders? That women should remain protected class in the law because they have sex-specific needs and issues? That language should reflect reality rather than ideological jargon, especially in a medical context? That women shouldn't be harassed or persecuted or fired for refusing to pretend humans can't change sex? Then, that women should not be threatened by violence or rape when they assert their rights? That freedom of speech and a belief are essential to a pluralistic and democratic society? That troubled minors, especially those who are gay, autistic, trauma experienced, should be given mental health support instead of irreversible surgeries and drug treatments for non-existent evidence of benefit? That gay people shouldn't be pressured into including the opposite sex in their dating pools, nor should they be smeared as genital fetishists when they don't? They're already fetishist, J.K. Rowling, okay, but whatever. The cross-dressing heterosexual male fetishists aren't actually oppressed, but having the time of their lives by piggybacking off of gender identity ideology. And that ideology and the privilege, blinkered fools pushing it because they suffer zero consequences themselves, have done more damage to the political left's credibility than Trump or Farage could have achieved in a century. They really have, and that's a good thing, in my opinion on that level. Wow, a big response on this. So yes, good question. He's not going to get an answer on this at all. But Rowling is, of course, still a believer in gender ideology. She says, I want to make it clear here, I know transition will be a solution for some gender dysphoric people. There's no circumstances where transitioning will be a solution, which is crazy. So she is nuanced about it in a way that is, of course, ideological left, but she is not pure enough for the Inquisition. This is how far it goes. You have to be that level of crazy, and you have to accept that level of crazy 100%. Otherwise, again, you get blacklisted. There's nothing that's going to do. They will not work with you. They want to destroy you. And, of course, they do so constantly. All of the HBO Max actors are already getting harassed about it. They get asked about it in every single interview, and they have canned answers about it because they're not allowed to get into the fuss and all that, which is a good thing. But my gosh, it will continue forever because once you've been identified as other by these crazy mobs out there, they continue forever. And until we actually put enough shame back on them that their behavior in doing this is actually a bad thing, we're never going to be able to move the culture in a different direction. All right, please hit the like and subscribe button. Join us here. What do you think about this? Love to hear from you. Hit the like and subscribe button. I already said that. Jeez. But I meant check out For Steaming Country. This is my YA book. There's no weird stuff in it, guys. It's just a lot of fun, and I think you'll enjoy it. It's in the description below. Grab the whole series today. Start reading. Really appreciate you for being here. We'll be back soon.